for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Evening City Council, Mayor Burcroft, Attorney Hitchcock, and audience. This is the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting, and today's date is August 26, 2019. At this time, we will have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo.
Here.
Councilman Barton.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley.
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
Councilwoman Webb.
Here.
And Councilwoman Williams.
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you.
Tonight's council meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. Number 3, petitioner. Number 4, chairperson's report. Number 5, mayor's report. 6, clerk's report. 7, treasurer's report. 8, public comment. 9, unfinished business. 10, new business. 11, communication. 12 is warrant 19-16, and 13 is adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved. Accept the agenda as presented. Support.
Supported by, motion by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Agenda item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular council meeting held on August 12, 2019.
So move for August 12th, 2019.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting, August the 12th, 2019. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair abstain, motion approved.
Agenda item 2B for approval of the minutes from the special meetings that were held on August 12, 2019. 6 o'clock was the Energy Efficiency Program with Johnson Controls. At 6:30 p.m. was the Economic Development and Marketing Strategy Plans. And at 7 o'clock p.m. was the Robinson Capital Investment Presentation.
So move for approval of the minutes from the special meetings held on August 12th, 2019.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Roscoe for approval of the minutes from the special meetings held on August the 12th, 2019. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair abstain, motion approved.
There are no petitioners on the agenda. Number 4 is the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. First of all, I'd like to thank Tina, Councilwoman Tina Talley, for filling in for me last council meeting. Thanks a lot, Tina. At 6:30, we had a beautification committee gathering here in the city hall here, and they displayed a lot of beautiful homes throughout Romulus, and it was a really nice presentation from Mr. Dunn and the staff, and Mayor and the staff. At this time, I'd like to recognize Councilwoman Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem. If I could get support, I'd like to request a memorial resolution for a Lisa Hendricks. Lisa has lived in Romulus all of her life. She graduated from Romulus High. Some of you all may remember her. I don't know if she graduated with either one of my children. I believe it may have been Erica, maybe in 91. But anyway, she is the youngest sister of Freeman Hendricks. And I don't have any information, but I definitely wanted to see if we could get a memorial for her. She lived in Wellesley townhouses, born with juvenile diabetes.
Support.
Thank you.
On speak on that, Ms. Hendricks, I knew her brother, Freeman Hendricks. We went to school together and played the same sports, basketball together in high school. You know, Freeman was and his father and parents, good friend of ours. And I know Freeman's sister lives in Romulus, and his mother lived in Romulus. So, and Lisa, I'm sure that the family will miss Lisa. They have our prayers and condolences. It was motioned by Ms. Webb, ordered by Mr. Wadsworth. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, and motion is approved. At this time, I want to express, I would like to thank everyone for the outpouring of cards, flowers, text messages, calls, prayers, condolences, love, and support during one of the difficult times for me. I really appreciate it. And it's a fun thing about Romulus. People will come to your aid when you need help. I was hurt a lot, but Romulus stood up and came forward. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I read every name. I read every card. I looked at everything. Just overwhelming happiness that got me through this. And I really appreciate all of you guys. I know. I really thank you. That's going to conclude the chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, to approve the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved. Thank you.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Clerk, Ann, and audience. Tonight, in the quote I brought, I don't typically do Joel Olstein's, but this one I like, that says, choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life. And I thought that's very true. I think also I picked that one because one thing that we were going to have tonight earlier, Mr. Chairman, is a study session. And I got contacted by Jan Lemon. And Jan Lemon, as you all know, is a passionate resident and the chairman of the cemetery board. So she had concerns yesterday. Today we were notified that she's was still in the hospital having health concerns. So what I would ask that, keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers, please. She's got a lot of passion for this city. She loves this city, and we love her, and we just wish her the very best in a speedy recovery. We have a short video with some good things to highlight, so why don't we go ahead and run that, and I'll continue on.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Dancy. For our video this week, we have a few different pieces of good news to share.
I'm Tanya Cofield with the Parks and Recreation Department, and I just wanted to let everyone know that we had a successful reopening of the Boise Parkway. Special thanks through grants provided by Kaboom, Built to Play, and Wayne County Parks. We had over 100 in participation that came out to celebrate with us. We had hot dogs, popcorn, snow cones, and we had just such a great time. Come on over and walk with us, talk with us, and play with us at our Boise Parkway. It's located off of 4th Street between Martin and Hurst Streets. Hope to see you out walking.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mary Dreyer, the Director for the Downtown Development Authority, and I'd like to talk to you about some great things happening in our downtown. Last week, we celebrated our ribbon cutting for a new flower shop, Romulus Flower Shop, located at 36726 Goddard Road. They feature a lot of Michigan-made products, sweet treats, flowers, and other things, so please make sure to go there and check them out. Thank you.
And finally, we also had St. John's Lodge Youth Day on Saturday in partnership with the Romulus Police Department. They gave out free bicycles, backpacks, school supplies, and more. There was a great time had by all, and there was a great turnout. Thanks for everyone for supporting. Thanks for everybody. Hope you have a great week, and please remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube, or check out our website for more information. Have a great night.
Thank you for that. Couple other things, and we'll get into my report. One, I also wanted to thank my chief of staff, Julie Waitoko, who filled in for me last week. I was at a conference. It's the Michigan Assessors Association was speaking there as a guest speaker. So thank you, Julie, for filling in. And as you saw with the report from Steve, obviously I can appoint anyone I need to fill in and give a report to you. But you know, she always does an awesome job. So thank you, Julie. We also had earlier, as the chairman talked about, the Beautification Committee Awards. This is an annual program. It was nice to see, even though we had a little bit of a rainy day. You know, I think there were a total of just under 100 awards. These are residents who just do the right thing and take care of their property, spend extra time and effort to keep things landscaped, cleaned, looking awesome. So we hope that they will just continue to do that, encourage others to do that, and spread the good word about the great things about our community. I do want to thank the Beautification Committee for all their hard work. They go through a pretty diligent process and selection of those, so that was good to see. We'll talk later maybe about the Cops and Clippers program. Josh is outside, maybe we can do that under communication. I do just have 3 items for action under my report tonight, if we could get into those. First up is item number A. And, this one we're very excited about. This is a request from Bob McCray, our Director of Public Services, and this is to concur with the administration and authorize a no-fee permit for the installation of a Welcome to Romulus sign located at 11457 Hannon Road, and yes, at no cost to the D&G. Nino was here from D&G, and this was something that they did. Come on up, Nino. I just want to thank you for that. This is one of our entryways from the west, and not only does D&G build beautiful buildings, but this is right facing the corner that looks towards the small Amazon, and I just wanted you to talk about and thank you for your efforts and design work that they have in their packet.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Really, the no permit fee is not necessary, but I just wanted to come here and on behalf of my father, appreciate the working relationship we've had over the years in Romulus. We've been here doing developments for over 25 years. 80% of our developments are in Romulus, and our office is in Romulus, and it's just a way to give back to the city. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and make sure you pass on to your father, Vince, that we appreciate all the hard work and the good buildings that you build here.
Thank you
So
very
looking
much.
forward to many more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nino.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move for a no-fee permit for the installation of a Welcome to Romulus sign.
Support.
And tell Vince I said hello too.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Who supported that? Ms. Webb? Okay,
Everybody.
everybody. Huh? It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb, for a no-fee permit request, installation of a Welcome to Romulus sign. Any discussion? Yes, Ms. Webb.
I would just like to personally thank you. It's not that often that we get businesses that's willing to give back, so thank you so much, and thank you to your entire family.
Thank you.
John?
Yes, Ms. Abdo.
I have a question, exactly where it's gonna go. We're talking the intersection where the Amazon,
Yeah, right in Amazon. This would be Hannon and Northline.
Okay.
So what you have in your packet is a little diagram that shows the property there and a schematic of what the sign's gonna look like.
It's the corner of Hannah and North Line Road.
Yep.
If you pass by there now, there's
All
a
of
line
them.
of hedges that is right on that corner.
Monument sign on that second sheet, Abdo. So
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
saw
of
that.
angling so that covers the property, southeast corner.
I see where the corner is gonna be. Okay, thank you.
Quick question.
Ms. Webb?
Is it in the center of the, or is it to the side?
As you
Because-
know, it's kind of like that triangle right
Yeah,
there, and it's
uh-huh.
gonna be right in that.
That'd be great. Maybe people, it seems as though they can't see the big stop signs that the city put up, you know? Almost got mowed over the other day.
That's a tough intersection. We
That
are working
is
on that.
tough.
There's a redesign that Roberto's worked on with the county. It's one of our problematic areas that I've taken Warren Evans, our commissioner, Beverly Watts, from Wayne County. We've got to get that fixed. But this does help
But
with
this
the
helps,
identification
yes.
of our boundary. So you will see it very clearly when you're
Yes.
coming from north to south.
Okay, thank you.
John, I have a question. Again, The only concern I had was it's not gonna block any vision, you
No,
know.
no.
That intersection's horrible.
Oh, it's set back. You can see where the monument's
I
marked there.
couldn't quite get that. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Roscoe?
I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to your properties there, along with our city
Thank you.
too. So I really would like to say thank you.
Thank you.
Did a really nice job with that corner. You never thought it was gonna look as nice when you started with all that up in there, but it was very nicely
Yeah,
done.
thank you.
Ms. Talley?
I want to thank you as well. My pastor always says, when someone chooses to be kind, they don't have to choose you to be kind too. So thank you for choosing to be kind to the city of Romulus. Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice.
And I might as well say, hey, thanks again too. Anything giving back to the city is great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay,
Dino.
thank you. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, and motion is approved.
Thank you, council. The next item, there's two different motions required. These are DDA appointments. The first is a recommendation to concur with the administration, approve the reappointments of Keith Johnston and Cindy Croft to the Downtown Development Authority. Those terms are to expire July 31st, 2023.
I'll make that motion that we reappoint Keith Johnston and Cindy Croft to the DDA.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Roscoe for the reappointment of Keith Johnson and Cindy Croft to the Downtown Development Authority. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
I was trying to get your attention, Mr. Barton. I just had a question on that.
All right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
On the second page, it's saying that the term expired July the 31st. And can we make sure that that these terms are being reappointed before they expire? I just noticed
Yeah, that's the goal.
okay. Yes.
Okay. Ms. Williams?
Yes.
And Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The second one is a request to concur the administration and approve new appointments for Rachel Botu and Rick Perry. Those terms to expire August 26, 2023.
Through the chair, if I may.
Yes, Ms.
I'd
Webb.
like to make that motion to concur with administration and approve the appointments of the two people mentioned.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Webb and supported by Mr. Wadsworth for the reappointments. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The last item is something that comes up every year. This is a recommendation from Suzanne Marino, our financial services director, and this is for encumbrances. And if you look at the memo, these are requisitions that are budgeted for in fiscal 2019 that are not received or not before June 30th, or the work was not performed or completed before June 30th. So the motion before you is to concur the administration and authorize the approval for fiscal year 2018/19 encumbrances for capital outlay purchases and various city projects. The amount is $10,641,111.77, and that's to be rolled over into fiscal year 1920 budget and paid accordingly.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Talley.
I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize approval for the fiscal year 2018-19 encumbrances for capital outlay purchases and various city projects in the amount of $10,641,111.77 to be rolled over into the fiscal year 2019-2020 budget and paid accordingly.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Roscoe, to concur with the administration, authorize approval for fiscal year 2018-2019 encumbrance for capital outlay purchases and various city projects in the amount of $10,641. I'm sorry, $10,641,111.77. In discussion.
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Williams.
Yes, I would just like to know, with the George W. Out, the city parking lot, was that, originally, was that share supposed to be 50,000?
Off the top of my head, do you know, Bob, off the top of your head, for the share for the parking lot? Yep. We can find out and verify it for you.
I do
don't know off the
remember
top of my head.
the city was supposed to pay 50,000 and the library was supposed to
Paid
pay
50.
Right, there was-
50,000. So how is it now $68,250?
That was what's not complete, that needs to be carried over, so whatever portion was not done, we can come back with what that exact item is, that what wasn't complete.
Okay, and also with the Boise Way Park, I'm not for sure if it was Jasmine or Maria Lambert. The blacktop that was taken up from the Boise Way Park, when will that sod replace it?
Do you have an answer for that? Do you know approximate time frame, Jazz? They did? So it was seeded, I guess, it was complete.
So the city will keep an eye on it in case, you know.
Yeah, make sure it takes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams? Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. One last item before I close out. Captain Josh Monty was gonna come up and talk about a program called Cops and Clippers. If you could come up, please, Josh?
Thank you, Mayor. If you have not heard, our newest school resource officer is our homegrown Romulus grad, Rodney Cofield. Rodney came up with this initiative called Cops with Clippers. It's not cops cutting hair, because we wouldn't want any of that. What he did is he got 4 shops, barbershop salons in the city of Romulus, to donate their time to cut Romulus Community School children's hair on Friday, August 30th. Exquisite Cuts is helping us out, Glorious Creations, Bilal's Barbershop, and Dave's Barbershop. What the kids gotta do, or their parents, is they gotta make an appointment though. They gotta call because space is limited, time's limited. The flyer is right now, it's on the Romulus Community Schools website. It's gonna be up on our Facebook page, the city Facebook page, so the information will be out there. We just gotta get these kids a call, set up appointments, get their haircuts. They can look fresh for the first day of school. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Captain. So another great idea from Rodney right out of the gate, which we appreciate, and we appreciate those businesses working with us on that. With that, that concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Number 6 is the clerk's report. I have one action item, however, before I ask council that you take action, I have a couple of things I'd like to announce. And the first thing, I'd like to know if council you would adopt a memorial resolution for Captain Trinae LaShawn Tanner. She passed away, and if you do entertain the motion, then I'd like to have a few
So
comments.
moved, Mr.
about it.
Chairman.
Support.
Okay. It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Williams for memorial resolution for Ms. Tanner.
Under discussion, thank you, Mr. Chair. Trinae Tanner, she was the Chief Intel Operations for Detachment 2, Air Force Operational Test and Evaluation Center in Eglin Air Force Base. She was a 2008 graduate. She was in one of the top 10 graduates. She actually received a scholarship, full ride scholarship for the Air Force Academy. An awesome student, an awesome family, and this untimely death of hers, she had a fitness test that morning, and she passed away the following morning. So she's a Romulus girl, one of our brightest and best, and 29 years old. Graduated with my daughter and also Mayor Burcroft's son. So we're collecting donations so that we can have a banner downtown to honor her. So this is just remember the Tanner family, because this is a tough one. When you lose the young, and there she is serving her country, our country, and just a Just an awesome student. I know Miss Councilwoman Abdo remembers her from Romulus High School. So again, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Also, just a few reminders is that the next council meeting will be on Tuesday, September the 3rd, the day after Labor Day, so we don't want anybody showing up on Monday, the 2nd. So September the 3rd, that's a Tuesday, will be our next council meeting, and at 7:30. And also, council, a few weeks ago, we asked that you would approve a public hearing for that same night at 6:30. That meeting has been canceled. So as of now, we do not have any special meetings that's scheduled on September the 3rd.
Okay.
Thank you. Under 6A, my action item, we have a study session request from our city treasurer, Stacy Page, and this is for Monday, September the 9th, 2019 at 7:00 p.m., and this is to discuss the quarterly investment report.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for a study session request from City Treasurer Stacy Page for Monday, September 9th, 2019, at 7 p.m. to discuss the quarterly investment report.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Tally, for a study session request from City Treasurer Stacy Page for Monday, September the 9th, 2019, at 7 p.m. to discuss quarterly investment report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. For your information, we've provided AT&T Michigan Annual Video Report. It's dated August 9th, 2019, and also 2 public notices from DTE, electric and gas companies, and so there's a public hearing that is scheduled for Wednesday, September the 4th. For electric customers, it's at 9:30, and for the gas customers will be at 10 o'clock, and this will be held at the, in Lansing, at the Michigan Public Service Commission Center. Thank you, council. That concludes the clerk's report.
Thank you.
Number 7 would be treasurer's report. Our treasurer's not here this evening. Number 8 is public comment. This is the portion on the agenda for those of you that are in the audience. If you would like to address city council, you may raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chair, approach the podium and state your name and your address. The rules to address council can be found on the back of your agenda. Please note that you have 3 minutes to speak. We have a countdown clock, and that clock is going to be set for 3 minutes. All right, and after the 3 minutes, it's going to beep. If you need additional time, you have to ask the chairperson for that additional time beyond the 3 minutes. Okay, so we want to make sure that everybody understands that you have 3 minutes to address city council. Additional time will be upon the consent of our chairperson. Mr. Chair?
Yeah, before you start,
Sure,
Madam
yes.
Clerk, I hope y'all listen to what she just said. 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and then if you need time, I will consider it. But 3 minutes, we're gonna go by this clock up here, okay? Okay, you may continue.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. We do, I see your hand, ma'am. We do have 2 written requests, and our first resident that's requesting to speak is Patricia Neiman. All right, if you can approach the podium, Ms. Neiman, and please state your name.
My name is Patricia Neiman. I live on Aspen Drive in the Huron Valley subdivision, right up against Barth Elementary School. My first concern is that I'm appalled at the fact that I see children in the morning on trash day removing and putting out the trash containers. I think that is extremely unsafe. Children are there to learn, not to be the worker. They're not ones being paid to do that job. I have voiced my concern, and I hope to never see it again. And I don't know if the parents are aware of it, but the children are there to learn. They're not there to do the work. And we have people in the area who were on the list for sexual misbehavior, and it wouldn't take more than just a few seconds to grab one of those children and be gone. Second, I would like to know why Barth Road is still in the absolute horrendous shape that it is, as Mr. Wadsworth would knows because he lives there. And I see other things being done. It's doing damage to our buses. I would just soon you rip that stupid road back up and put it back into gravel. It was much better then. That's the end of my comments.
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Chair, we have a second written request. This is from Crystal Price.
Hello, everyone.
Well,
Chair,
Good evening.
Council, Clerk, Mayor, Mr. Hitchcock. Here today. Did everyone receive their emails that I sent them?
yes.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'd like to also thank Councilwoman Williams and Councilman Wadsworth for your receipt of acknowledgement. I appreciate that. I'm here before council requesting a meeting concerning my complaint for investigation within the police department. Our City of Romulus Police Department assisted having my vehicle, 2008 Audi, towed by the towing contractor J&T Cova Towing, John Bocart, late last year on October the 23rd. My complaint is against our Romulus Police Department. Lieutenant Norman and Officer Klein assisted J&T Cova with creating Romulus documentations that were not true, having my vehicle, Audi, towed by the towing company or towing contract J&T Cova on October 23rd, only knowing my vehicle was not abandoned nor inoperable. Fact is that my Audi should have never been impounded for the reason that the Romulus Police Department and Victor Lourdes, however you say his last name, have claimed to have been abandoned and inoperable on October 23rd. I have been repeatedly blocked from having my evidence properly reviewed by our City of Romulus elected officials since late last year at 3 council meetings, 2 unanswered letters, and again at a City Council meeting on August the 5th at the hands of the Romulus Police Department, Law Enforcement, and J&T Cova Towing. I never abandoned my vehicle. My vehicle was parked. My vehicle was deliberately blocked in my driveway, preventing me from driving it off my property at 11425 Warman. My 2008 Audi should never have been impounded for the reason that the Romulus police officer and Victor have claimed to have been abandoned and inoperable. I was denied the opportunity to drive my vehicle off the property. Late last year, October 23rd, 2014, or 18. Chair, I'm requesting for a few more minutes, please.
How many minutes you thinking? Because I want to cut
4.
this real short. How many?
4, 3, 4.
I give you 3. That's it.
Okay.
And then you're gonna hear this.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I'm here today requesting a meeting concerning my complaint against the Romulus Police Department, assisting J&T Cova with creating Romulus documentations that were not true, having my vehicle towed by the towing contractor J&T Cova on October 23rd, only knowing my vehicle was not abandoned nor inoperable.
Okay.
There's a total of 5. Romulus Police Department created 5 fraudulent documents, and J&T Cova Towing created 3 fraudulent Romulus police documents that I'm asking to be investigated.
Okay. First of all, let me clarify a couple of things. The council has, excuse me, council has no authority to take any action to change the court eviction actions, and the police department officers on the site to maintain the peace did not directly eviction process at all and did not act illegally. And this is from the council, from the attorney. I do not recommend the council agree to any meeting with Ms. Price over issues that have no authority over. We have no authority, and this is what you could do, Ms. Price. I understand. Since the council's hands are tied, and we have you can take your concerns to state court administrators, and I'm gonna give you the phone number. The area code, you got a pen? Write it down.
No, I don't.
I give it to you when
I don't need a pen,
Okay,
because I'm not here about an eviction. I'm
Okay.
here about a complaint against the Romulus Police
Well,
Department.
okay, well, like I said, I can give you this number, but we have no authority from this council, and as far as I'm concerned, unless, we out of it, according to our attorney. So there's nothing we do, our hands are tied.
Hands are not tied. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What I would like to say, I looked at the pictures that was sent to me, and everybody keeps saying there's nothing we can do. Back in November, I asked that the city look to make sure that our police department was not involved in this and to clear it up. I understand what the city attorney is saying, but that's just his opinion. But this picture clearly shows her vehicle being blocked. So for the documents to say that it's been abandoned or it was inoperable, that's not true. And so, and for you, Mr. Barton, to sit up here and say we don't have.
Well, I'm going by the attorney, and that's what we're hired
and that's his opinion.
And that's what we're going
That
by.
is his opinion.
That's what
I'm
we
not
go-
going by his opinion.
Well,
So you
have-
can speak for yourself when
I
you
am.
say
I'm speaking for this council too.
No, you can't speak for me.
I'm speaking for
No,
myself.
you cannot speak for me. You can speak for yourself. I don't agree with what the attorney said,
You
and
have
I
your
said
opinion.
that to him on the phone. I believe that something is wrong with this, John, regardless of
Okay.
what you feel or what you believe. We sit up here. We are supposed to make sure that our residents are taken care of, okay? We don't brush it off. Just because the city attorney gives us an opinion, that's just that. It's not the law. We're over the police department. If the police department created fraudulent documents, and this is what this lady is saying, allegedly, then we are supposed to look into it. You don't just brush a resident off
Well,
because
we have,
you don't want to deal with it.
Ms. Williams, let me clarify something. As council people, we can meet with her or not.
I understand that.
So if you want to meet with her, that's your prerogative.
I totally understand that.
Okay?
But what I'm saying is
as far
when
as
you,
the rest of the council people, if they don't want to meet, they don't have to meet with
but when you addressed it, you said you were speaking for the whole council. So I'm speaking for myself, Mr.
Okay,
Barton,
okay.
because
I
I don't
appreciate that.
agree what you
appreciate
read
it.
off what the city attorney
I
said,
have
and
to
I
go
told
with
him
the
that
city
earlier.
attorney.
Because
I have
he's
to go
not
with the city
always
attorney.
right with his opinion.
I'm sorry, Ms. Williams, but I have to go with the city attorney.
Uh,
That's
that
why
you
we
do.
hired him.
I don't.
Okay, you have your opinion. I agree with that. Okay, that's all. I'm through with it.
John?
John?
Yes, I understand that I'm going to formally request a copy of the video. I understand there's a video to this, and so I'd like to see it.
Mr. Wadsworth?
I just want to say that I read your packet, every page of it I read. And my experience in law enforcement goes almost 35 years. And if we could wave a magic wand to help you, I would, but there's nothing we legally can do here, and I'm sorry for you.
Can I ask council a question here, please?
Go ahead,
Can I
question,
please,
that's it.
can I please ask a question? Please let me ask this question.
Ask the question,
Okay.
please, hurry.
Excuse me?
Ask the question, ma'am.
The attorney gave me a letter saying that there was no record and none were created. I have 8 Romulus Police Department documents that took my car. That's a concern. I have 8 documents that the Romulus police falsified, and fabricated to take my vehicle. I'm asking for the city council to look into this, please. I am not here just to be here. I am here because something is wrong.
Okay, now, like I said, if the council want to meet with a couple of them, they can. It's their prerogative, okay? But as far as you
What-
requesting, I can't say be there, each council person to be there and be, you know,
You're the chair for me.
yes.
Ms. Price? Yes. Only me, the council single here. I'd like to request to our mayor, if he'd be so kind as to check with the police department and get back with the council to see if there were 8 police reports. That's my request.
I'm not saying, Ms. Eva, 8 police reports. I'm saying there's 8 documents.
Mr. Chairman, I think she's directing that question to me, or request to me.
Yeah,
So
right.
we can
Yes.
verify that for
Yes.
council and try
Yes.
to
Right.
get
And I
Yes.
support
Ms.
Webb.
Webb's request. Also, it might be helpful, Steve Hitchcock did review the tape.
Okay.
So, you know, he can give you his opinion of it. I did not, but we don't believe there's any wrongdoing by any police department, including the Romulus Police Department, with this matter. So, I'll accommodate the request and get back to you. Ms.
Okay,
Webb,
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you, Ms. Price. Next, thank you.
That was the last written request, Mr. Chair.
Yes, any other comments from the audience? Yes, come.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Kelsey / Courtney, and I'm here to speak on the same issue that Ms. Price spoke on. Now, I know for a matter of fact, material fact, that the evidence that she's speaking of was told to the attorney here that they did not exist. He, in response, wrote a letter stating it also didn't exist. Now, if you have documentation saying that these things did exist, there should be a problem, and the city of Romulus' ears should be standing on edge, because that means there's an injustice taking place here. I am a longtime resident of Romulus, born here, and to see this type of injustice going on, it's disturbing that you would allow it. To fraudulently allow paperwork to be made after the fact and try to cover this up is ludicrous. I saw the letter, sir. I read it. Okay? I spoke with your assistant, and she at the time also believed there was no documentation. She was quite happy about saying there was no documentation. Romulus was not involved in this. But there is documentation. From the time she spoke to me, there was documentation. I then went and had a meeting with her, letting her know that documentation did exist. And the officer, when she asked for it, he knew it existed. And he did a little wink, wink. Like, well, Mrs. Price, if they say there's no documentation, there's no documentation. But he knows there was documentation. So I'm asking you, as a citizen of Romulus, to investigate our Romulus Police Department. At no time should we accept this type of behavior because a few of our friends might be involved. We need to squash this immediately. This is wrong. And to sit up here as council people and accept this type of behavior? That's ludicrous. It's unjustifiable. And I think you all are very much aware of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the audience? Yes, Gina.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Gina Wilson Stewart, 345 Beechwood, River Rouge. I just wanted to say hi. I haven't been here in a while, but it's just been busy this year. Telegram newspaper celebrating our 75th anniversary. We're one of the oldest businesses in most of the cities that we distribute in, so we're excited about that. We've been very busy trying to plan some outstanding things for this year, so you'll be hearing about those. And then I'm also here to let you guys know that our 22nd annual Freedom Fund dinner is coming up for the NAACP Western Wayne County branch. It is Sunday, October 20th, and it's in Allen Park. So we're moving around. We was out in this area last year, and so this year we're going to be downriver. So we want to let you guys know about that. And our last meeting was in Northville. And our meeting coming up on September 9th is going to be at Christian Faith Ministries. It's the day of you guys' meeting, so this actually goes out to residents that won't be in attendance at your council meeting. It's Monday, September 9th at Christian Faith Ministries in Garden City. So I just want to invite you guys and just bring you up to date on some of the things we've been doing. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments from the audience? No other comments from the audience? Madam Clerk, we'll close that part out.
Number 9 is unfinished business. Mr. Chair, I have
Yes.
something under unfinished
Sir?
business. I'd like to know if council will entertain a motion to congratulate the Telegram on their 75th anniversary. Some of you may or may not know that at one point the Telegram was our newspaper that handled all the publications here for Romulus, and she circulates her newspaper here. We want to thank Ms. Stewart, for running the newspaper. So I think it would be appropriate if council agreed to adopt a resolution to congratulate the Telegram on 75 years on their 75th anniversary.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Talley.
Yes.
Was that for 70 years?
75.
75, wow,
How old I am.
wow, 75-year anniversary. Any discussion? Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Congratulations.
Thank you. Number 10 is new business.
Yes.
I would like to ask the council to support a resolution for a resident that passed away this past Saturday. Her name is Betty Balls, longtime resident. She did hair, I'm sure, for many residents in Romulus. I just asked the council and those that know the word of prayer to pray for the family.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Williams, supported by Mr. Wadsworth for a memorial resolution. Was that Ms. Ball?
Betty Ball.
Betty Ball? Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Is there any more new business? Number 11 is communication.
Williams?
Yes. On a good note, I would like to give thanks to Brian Norman. He's the ground crew foreman. We had a resident that called and had an issue with the tree that sits on the city property, on the city easement, that fell over in the street, which is actually next to his property. And that foreman sent someone out right away. I mean, before the resident can even get outside, they had went out, picked it up, and was gone. So thank you, Mayor, for such a speedy repair to getting that tree removed. And thanks, special thanks goes out to Mr. Norman.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes, I just want to thank St. John's Lodge. I attended the backpack giveaway, and what they did, the backpacks they gave, filled with supplies for these kids, was a great asset to our community, and those kids were so excited. So I just wanted to give a shout out to St. John's.
Ms. Talley?
And I just want to give a shout out to Mount Olive Baptist Church. Yesterday, they have been a week after week of celebration of their pastor, 38 years. He's going to be retiring. First Baptist Church of Romulus hosted at their church yesterday, and it was just a great time of fellowship, fun, and celebration of this man who's been in ministry for 38 years. So I just want to shout out to him and shout out to his church, Mount Olive. I know he's going to be sorely missed. He has his final presentation. I think it's this Sunday. But just shout out, it was just a great celebration, a time of fellowship with the believers. And congratulations, Pastor Dr. Thompson. And Mount Olive, you guys are going to be A-OK. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other communications?
Number 12.
Oh, yes, Ms. Roscoe.
Just like to say congratulations to one of our newer firefighters, Stephen Hicks, and his wife Cheyenne. They had a beautiful baby little girl yesterday. So congratulations to them, and I wish them all the best.
Number 12 for approval is warrant 19-16.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion, we pay warrant 19-16 in the following amounts. General Fund, $137,793.30. Major Street Fund, $4,270.10. Local Street Fund, $3,070.73. Public Safety Fund, $18,229.33. Cable TV, $865.87. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $8,873.05. Street Lighting Fund, $46,270.96. Garbage and Rubbish Collection, $86,996.36. CDBG, $1.25. 9/11 Service Fund, $4,695.76. NARC Forfeiture for the state, $36.01. Library Fund, $17,751.25. DDA, $5,492.32. Tifa District 2, $400.35. Court Building Construction Fund, $685,455.55. Water and Sewer Fund, $337,521.84. Motor Vehicle, $44,385.40. Technology Services, $68,943.50. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $40,506.57. Revolving Fund, $7,119.36. General Tax Fund, $6,227.50. Current tax, $757.19. Delinquent Personal Property Fund, $7,721.25. Payroll Fund, $50,720.09. Total of all funds, $1,584,104.89.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Talley, to pay warrant number 19-16 for $1,584,104.89. Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Ms. Talley.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Warrant number 19-16 will be paid.
Number 13 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams? Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned. Thank you.